Okay, is my voice clear now? I have restarted my phone. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. All right. Okay, so can you hear me now? Oh, okay, alhamdulillah. So my phone needed to reboot, so I restarted my phone just now. Sorry for those waiting. Okay, so thank you to those who took the time to wait. All right, so I'm actually almost reaching my destination. But anyway, I still need to share because I have something to share with you guys. All right. Okay. So one more time. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hamda yuafi ni'amahu wa yukafi mazida. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa 'azimi sultanik. Allahumma salli ala Sayyid Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallam. Okay. So again, another day, a Sunday. All right. Here, for us here in Pakistan, it's a weekday. Okay. So to those who are in Johor, in Kedah, in Terengganu, okay, so today might be the same as me, a weekday. To other people, it's a weekend. So happy weekend to those, to you. Happy weekday to others. Okay, so happy Sunday to everyone. Another day for us to do good. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, Allah has given us another chance, another day to have a fresh start, to be more positive, to do more good things by the day. Alhamdulillah, shukur, shukur, shukur. Okay, so if you're with me, say hi, madam, hello, madam. Okay, I'm here, madam. So if you're a cookie, tell me with hashtag we are Kentuckians. Seeing my students here with me, would like, if you're with me here, all right, interacting with me live. Live is different, you know. So if we're interacting live, so that means are at the same time. Okay, so it's different if you're watching my recording or you're watching this video at another time. It's different, you know. Okay, but whatever it is, so here I am at my destination. All right, so today what I'd like to share about is continue about writing task 2. So looking at my Kutukians also mentioned that task 2, they still need help with task 2. Okay, so here there are a few more tips on what you should do to be ready. Okay, all right, let me park. Okay, all right, so who do we have here? Okay, who do we have here? Okay, we have Dahlia. All right, we have okay, Anis Adiba, we have Athira Nazifa, we have Anis Azman, Reen as usual, okay, Nur Izati Husna, we have Ariana Venti, Shazatul Hasni, Dalia Fandi, all right, and then we have Rosnida, okay, Rosnida Chip Wail, all right, okay, and we have another Nur Iman. Okay, so hello. All right, so now for task 2, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, task 2. Okay, so to those who your friends who exited this video, this session, you can tell them in our group that I'm back live, right, and my voice is already clear now. All right, so for task 2, ladies and gentlemen, okay, now today I'd like to share with you why students get band 1. Okay, why is it that students do get band 1, and how can you avoid, okay, prevent from getting band 1? Okay, now if I ask examiners why is it that students get band 1, all right, and so they say usually from where it's really difficult to get band 1, but if there is a student who does get band 1, that means that they do not know the format at all. Maybe they didn't even they just looked at the books just like that, and they don't know what what is expected of them. Macam pergi redah je ambil muet. Okay, so that means that you tak boleh redah lah. If you redah, memang you jangan terkejut kalau dapat band 1. Alright, satu lagi, the second thing is band 1 students usually do not do any practice at all. Okay, so bila tak buat practice, memanglah tak dapat perform. So make sure for your muet, especially session 2 candidates who will be sitting for the exam this 23rd October, make sure you spend this valuable time to do practice. Okay, this is valuable time. You have like a week, 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks anymore. You have a week and a week and a half. Alright, so that means you have to really plan what practice that you want to do every day. Alright, so that means every day here you have to spend some time to dedicate your time to the practice. Okay, alright. Okay, so here we already have a question, and actually that's what I will be touching on, alright, today. So the biggest thing issue for task 2 is the thesis statement. Okay, kalau thesis statement lari, the whole essay tu pun akan memang lari lah. Okay, and it will give the biggest impression of the essay will be on your thesis statement. Impact or influence the examiners. Yeah. Alright, so here's Zareen's asking, Madam, for thesis statement, do you have any tips? Because sometimes I got right, sometimes my thesis statement are too general. I get confused sometimes. Okay, now of course when you are writing the task 2, okay, now before you write, make sure that you outline first. Okay, so here we have for task 2, remember you have 50 minutes. So you need to spend about 5 to 10 minutes just untuk rangkakan. Okay, rangkakan. Kalau you dah dapat rangkakan, you spend masa sikit. Okay, walaupun macam you rasa macam 5 hingga 10 minit tu aku boleh siapkan satu paragraf kot, tapi adakah paragraf tu dalam keadaan tersusun ke tak? Okay, so that means you susun lah ideas you ambil 5 hingga 10 minit untuk susun. Lama tu, 5 to 10 minutes ya. Okay, tu susun, jangan lebih daripada 10 minit. Alright, untuk susun ideas you dulu. Okay, you nak cakap apa, paragraph 1, 2, 3, your main ideas, you rangka point form je. You jangan outline ni, merangka ni bukan tulis sangat tau. Dia keyword, dia macam point form keyword dulu. Alright, so that is the most important thing. Right, and then bila you dapat points, so that itu yang akan bina thesis statement you. Alright, and in your thesis statement make sure you dah clear bahawa ni untuk thesis statement untuk discursif ke, untuk argumentative ke, ataupun problem solution. Okay, so for example, okay, so insyaAllah Madam buat video TikTok lah. Video TikTok kan boleh tak teks macam tu. Kalau macam YouTube ni macam ni, Madam rasa macam Madam tak berapa, I'm not really good at adding text to videos like this. TikTok macam senang je. Okay, so I'll try to have give an example of the simple thesis statements that you can follow, that you can add in your essay lah. Alright, it's really simple. As long as, for example, for discursive, you just mention that for your opinion, alright, and then your 3 main ideas, and of course for argumentative you say that you agree or you disagree, and then your 3 main ideas, and then for problem solution you just mention that the 3 main solutions for the issue ni adalah 1, 2, 3. Itu sahaja. Okay. Alright, now for task 2, okay. Yeah, okay, Aiza, you also have an issue when it comes to thesis statement. Okay, what's your main issue? Okay, so when you want to outline your essay, the first thing is you need to make sure you clear apa 3 point you. Okay, what are your 3 points? So you spend masa sikit, alright, your first 5 minutes, lama tu, 3 minutes, you keluarkan idea dulu. Okay, in my classes kita buat sama-sama. Alright, keluarkan ideas you dulu. Alright, you brainstorm, and then you pick out from that lah. Okay, So in my class, or if you want to watch my recording, I have released my recording of the class. For that class, Madam ingat Madam plan lama tau, and how to go about in doing the class, so that semua dapat involve, alright? And supaya you nampak macam mana rasa tu untuk exam, how to build that panic. Alright, so when you want to practice, you to bina panic tu, mana dah. So nak build panic, Madam rasa using the timer tu dia memang bagus lah. Alright, so here task. Okay, so we have another question. To show you in detail thesis statement macam mana, I need to be able to give to conteng. So on YouTube ni susah sikit, so that's why in the Zoom I do that in the Zoom. Alright, Madam, for problem solution. Okay, Hidayah, task 2, 3 paragraph. Task 2 betul. Okay, so for task 2 you need 3 paragraphs. Okay, ada yang tanya, Madam, 2 tak cukup ke? 2. Okay, so if you are sure that you can develop your ideas and elaborate your ideas really in detail, then 2 can be enough. However, if you tak yakin, you buat 3. Nah, ada yang tanya, Madam, 4 paragraph tak boleh ke? So instead of having for 4 paragraphs, you do need time not develop your ideas. Like I said before, I've mentioned, it's better you have 3 matured paragraphs as compared to 4 shallow paragraphs. You know, shallow yang macam on the surface, touch and go macam tu. So it's better that you develop your ideas well, okay, untuk 3 paragraphs. Yeah. Excuse me. Alright, and then okay, so Zuri, Madam, for problem solution, can I say the sentence before go for this? I believe there are several ways to stay healthy during the pandemic. The reasons are boleh, okay? Alright, so I have to look at the question. Yes, Zuri? If the question is about ways to improve or ways to be healthy during the, alright, you can say, or you can say the ways to stay healthy during pandemic are number 1, 2, 3. Okay, boleh macam tu. 2 ayat pun tak apa, boleh juga. Furthermore, I believe there are several ways to stay healthy during the pandemic. Now it's not, the reasons tak. Okay, so Zoreen, for problem solution, make sure you stay clear. For problem solution, memang you nak how je, meaning you nak explain the ways sahaja. So that means you tak boleh cakap the reasons tau. The reasons ni is more kepada untuk discursive and argumentative. So for problem solution, you have to focus on the ways. So you have to say the ways are 1, 2, 3, or the solutions are 1, 2, 3, or my suggestions are 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Zuri, make sure you stay focused. For other people too, for problem solution, so this is a very good question. At least bila Zuri tanya, orang lain pun dapat belajar juga. Okay, when you want to make the thesis statement, that's where you have to be clear of the objective for each of the essay. Okay, so objective untuk problem solution adalah untuk explain cara-cara ataupun solusi, alright, untuk menyelesaikan satu problem itu. So that means you have to say the ways to resolve this problem are, okay, for example, or the ways to resolve this issue are, okay. Alright, Zareen, do you get that? I hope you understand that. Okay, so Hidayah, for conclusion, do we need to rewrite reverse thesis statement? Rewrite. To write the reverse thesis statement. What do you mean by reverse? Yeah, so for of course that's true, where you need to have the thesis statement also in your conclusion. Kenapa nak kena repeat? Supaya kita enforce the ideas kembali dalam conclusion. So bila examiner baca your introduction, and then you make paragraph 1, 2, 3, and then bila sampai kat conclusion, examiner akan check balik, okay, apa yang dia cakap sebenarnya. Okay, so here you cakap balik thesis statement you dengan main ideas you. Alright, yeah. So you could reverse the order. Boleh je nak macam tadi dalam introduction sebut 1, 2, 3, and then in the conclusion you macam reverse 3, 2, 1, and tak kisah. Janji you sebut balik your main ideas. Okay, it's better if you keep susunan tu supaya examiner macam on track, tapi boleh je. Okay, you can use synonyms instead. Okay, use other words to explain or describe, nyatakan your main ideas. Boleh macam tu. Alright, Zareen, the ways to stay healthy during pandemic are main point 1, 2, 3. Stay clear. Yes, alright, good. Okay, so I like Zareen how she always states her learning points. Jadi kalau Zareen dia faham macam ni, dia akan tulis balik. So when you do that, whenever, for example, I really like that if during my live sessions or any classes there's somebody who states their learning points, okay, that's good. Alright, because you're not only getting what do you call it, producing the output, or you are expressing your understanding to yourself. However, you're also showing the other people, helping other people to understand what the speaker has stated. So when I join classes, that's what I do. Alright, so I try to understand, and then I write it out in the chat box. So that's a good practice. Yeah, I hope others can practice what Zureen is doing too. Those ways to stay healthy during pandemic are, yes. Alright, so it's simple as that. A very simple thesis statement. Okay, Hidayah, untuk stay and menegaskan bahawa idea, yes, betul. Okay, so that's what you need to do in your conclusion. Alright, any other questions? Alright, so here I like to suggest, ladies and gentlemen, that for your task 2, you make sure you plan your time. So this is the time, ladies and gentlemen, to set the time at 50 minutes, and then see how much you can write. Okay, so you really need the 50 minutes. Okay, now during the exam, dia tak ada tau. Okay, dia akan set timer 1 hour and 15 minutes. Dia tak ada, okay, mula-mula you all buat email dulu tau. Okay, dia tak ada macam tu. They don't say, okay, first you guys make sure you complete email first, and then you do the task 2. Dia tak ada. Okay, so here it's up to you to manage your time. Okay, so that means you really have to make sure that you stick to the email in 25 minutes. Alright, apa yang jadi isunya, apa yang what happens to certain candidates, even to myself, alright, so I'm speaking from experience during my IELTS. I spent too much time on my task 1. Okay, so my task 1 wasn't email lah. That time was a report writing for IELTS, and it left me, okay, I spent like an hour on my report writing. It was too long because, you know, I like I said, right, I did not manage my time well. So here I am making sure that my students, that you guys did not do what I did. Okay, so here you have to make sure you manage your time. All right, and make sure you have enough time for task 2. So the marks, the weightage is heavier on task 2. So that's why you need that time. So email, make sure you are very, very fluent in what kind of language you need to use and what you need to do. Okay, so that will help you to maintain within that time frame of 25 minutes. Right, so task 2, why do you need that time? Because you need time to develop your mature ideas. Like for myself, I remember for my IELTS, I left myself 20 minutes for task 2, which is also extended writing for argumentative essay. Okay, so in 20 minutes, I was able to to get my 5 paragraphs out. Okay, rangka idea tu boleh dalam 3 minit for myself. Alright, and then I wrote it right away. However, even for teachers, we do need time to develop our maturity. Okay, so I'm making sure to remind you, you need to make sure you have that 50 minutes. Yeah, alright. Right, so madam, for prompt solution, conclusion is the same like argumentative and discursive. Yes, such as recap, reiterate, recombinations, hope. Yes, the same. Okay, this is the same. The only thing is about the thesis statement. Okay, so Isa says, madam, sometimes it's difficult for me to write linking sentence. So do we actually have to rephrase a topic sentence? You can look at examples. Dia banyak cara tau nak buat linking sentence ni. Okay, kadang-kadang kita just conclude je. Tak semesti rephrase topic sentence tu. However, kita rephrase, kita sebut balik lah. Contohnya in the main idea tu, if we're talking about stay healthy during the pandemic, and we're talking about distancing, okay, social distancing. So the first way to make sure that we stay healthy during the pandemic is to keep our social distance. This is because blah 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 blah. And what you could do is this way, blah 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 blah. For example, do this, is this. So therefore, it is clear that we have to keep our social distancing in order to help keep ourselves healthy during the pandemic. Macam tu lebih kurang. Okay, meaning you boleh start dengan therefore, you boleh cakap indeed, alright. Nak mendegaskan balik apa point you, alright. Tak semesti the exact same words. Yeah, however you sebut balik, oh okay, pasal social distancing at the end, yeah. Nak keep you focused. Alright, okay, so we have Hidayah madam, I want to confirm one thing. Task 1 semuanya email yang setuju or tak untuk balas email yang dia bagikan. Then task 2 macam message yang contain this statement tu. Okay, email yang setuju or tak. Okay, so here email, yes, email that we have to respond to. Yes, either email or letter. It can be a letter too. Okay, ada possibility keluar letter juga. However, yes, we have to respond to the email or the letter. Alright, and then examples and seterusnya, conclusion yang ada reverse thesis statement. So the reverse thesis statement, I have to check what that means. I can't recall what a reverse thesis statement is. Thesis statement in any kind of form is okay, yeah? Yes, that's all for the writing paper. That's all in a 1 hour 15 minutes. It's quite a lot of things to do in 1 hour 15 minutes lah. Okay, it's not that all, but yes, that's all. Okay, Zuri madam, are you recommended for us to start with extended writing first? Oh, I do not recommend you to do that. In any exam, you always settle the easy ones first, okay? The easy ones first. So the easy one is the email, of course. So you settle your email first. You jangan go back and forth tau. Nak buat email sikit, lepas tu nak buat extended writing sikit. You jangan buat macam tu. You keep yourself focused. Alright, so you settle your email first. Within this time, seminggu lebih ni that you have, alright, make sure you buat practice dengan timer. Madam sangat mendegaskan the timer. Mana timer, madam? Okay, my timer is in my bag, in the back seat. Okay, so make sure you use the timer. I don't like using the timer on my phone because I get distracted with notifications. Alright, what I use, I like I showed, you can look at my videos from last week. I use that little timer that you can buy at DIY, okay, or from Shopee. Alright, so make sure, if I could say it 100 times, I would say it 100 times. Make sure you do practice using your timer, okay, because I didn't do that. I regret it. I wish I did that for my IELTS. Okay, so I only found the solution once I started coaching. Okay, when I started coaching, it does give a big impact during the exam. Okay, so I panicked, and my perfectionist button was turned on, and madam sampai sekarang madam sendiri rasa tak puas hati lah dengan apa yang madam tulis pada IELTS madam pada tahun 2019. Okay, tak puas hati, tapi tak apa, kita reda. Meaning I understand Allah perhaps want me to learn that, so that I make sure that my students for the Muet do not do that. Okay, alright guys. Okay, so it's been 26 minutes already. Any more questions? So that's basically what I wanted to share with you. Alright, madam hari ini nak menegaskan bahawa do practice with the timer. Alright, do practice the timer. Jangan buat macam melerik macam tu. Anyone boleh buat. Okay, siap Google. Okay, you jangan Google sebab Muet exam tak boleh ada handphone, tak boleh Google. So you jangan Google. You guna apa yang ada dalam otak you kat sini, yang Allah Ta'ala bagi kat you. Alright, that's all for today. Happy practicing. I wish you the best. Allah jaga you all. Alright? So, Ketukin, see you in the group. Assalamualaikum. Ciao.